Hi, this is a video on how to complete the Notifications of Recordings form. The Notification of Recordings form must be completed by members of CostCap, who are producers of sound recordings and who has other works they financed and made arrangements for recordings to be made. This form is also to be filled out by performers/artists, session musicians, background vocalist. The Notification of Recordings provides CostCap with information regarding the details of holders of the rights in the recording. To accurately complete the Notification of Recordings form, each of the necessary fields need to be completed with the appropriate information. Here we have a sample of a Notification of Recordings form with each field completed. We are going to start with the album title, which is the name of the album. Here is Colors of the Rainbow. Name of the recording label. For this we have Cranberry. Title of recording, which is the name of the track. Here we have Yellow. Catalog number, if any. Track number, which is the placement of the track on the album, example track 1 or track 2, and so on. Alternative title, which is another name the track is known by. Here it's Bright Yellow. The next field is the release date, which is the date that was released to the radio station. Here we have January 30th, 2018. Duration, which is the length of the track. In this case it's 3 minutes and 20 seconds. Genre is the type of music, for example soca, reggae, gospel, jazz. Here we selected soca. Track ISRC. The ISRC, also known as the International Standard Recording Code, is used to identify and track sound recordings and music video recordings. This code is a unique and permanent identifier for a specific recording and is encoded into a product as its digital fingerprint. ISRCs provide the means to automatically identify recordings for royalty payments. This helps track how many times a song was played or downloaded. Artist, stage name of featured artist or name of band. Here we have the playlist. Writer, person or persons who wrote the song. In this case we have the playlist. In this section of the form states how the royalties for the song are split for each person that contributed and wishes to be recognized for their work on the song. The following codes are applied to indicate who performed on the recording, which are located here on the form. MA for main artist, SM for session musician, BV for background vocals, PSR for producer of sound recordings. Here you list the names of those who performed on the recording of the song, i.e. the main artist, session musicians, and background vocals. Also list the person or persons or company who owns the master to the recording. You must indicate the ownership split of the song so that CostCap knows how to divide royalty payments. The person who provides CostCap with the shares for the song is the producer of the recording or the performer. This sheet has a total of 200% allocated. The first 100% is shared among the performers of the recording. In our example, we show the main artiste receiving 80%, session musician receiving 15% and the backup vocals receiving 5%. The second 100% goes directly to the producer of sound recordings. Where there is more than one producer of sound recordings, the share must split accordingly. If there is a case where the producer of sound recordings or performer is not a member of CostCap, the session musician or backup vocalist can register the song but not provide CostCap with any shares. In this case CostCap uses their default system so that the featured performer receives a share of 65% and non-featured performer's share is 35%. If this form changes a previous form for the same song, then you need to advise it as an amended registration. If there is a case where the producer of sound recording provides CostCap with a work for hire contract that states that non-featured performers were paid and should not receive royalties, he or she does not have to include them on the sheet. Here you see that we have listed the name of the performers that took part in the production of the song and their breakdown of royalties along with the code showing the role they would have played in producing the track. The form must be signed by each performer and producer of sound recordings. You may submit unsigned forms electronically but then visit CostCap to sign. The date the form is submitted should be indicated. To apply for an ISRC, kindly contact CostCap or visit our website www.costcap.org.